in Vegas. Wheeze up. Let's get into this thing today. Love for all you people out there rocking and rolling with your boy. Hope you had an amazing weekend. I did. Boy, these batteries are charged. Charged. I'm talking about sleeping, chilling, poolside, getting fat and full, but still working out. So I'm starting to get back into shape, brother. They're going to call me like Aaron Donald. You think the Chargers will call me? Hell no. They're like, nah, you're not Aaron Donald. You never were, never will be. All the love to y'all, man. Keep going out there. I see y'all in the chat. I see us building. We're going to talk about, obviously, Donald Trump choosing Michael Jordan over LeBron in the GOAT debate. Nobody mad at that. But then he went there on LeBron in terms of race. Yeah, it's a little racial conversation. Questions if LeBron James is racist. So we're going to get into that. LeSean McCoy questions the sincerity of Ryan Clark's tears. Not really believing those tears are real. Uh-oh, you know how that goes. We're going to get into that. Blah, blah, blah. Carmelo Anthony, Gilbert Arenas talk about raising them superstar sons they have. And they like, boy, them boys don't be listening. So we're going to have some fun with that. What else we got? Sha'Carri Richardson, her journey. And it's an amazing journey. And I want y'all to see how special kids are when they turn out to be special. We're going to have some fun with that. But also it's sad because you start to realize nobody rocking with Sha'Carri like they used to. At least it doesn't seem that way. And I'm a track fan. I just saw her about a month ago. So we'll break that down. WNBA All-Star Game is behind us. A lot of challenges have come from that. People are calling out Angel Reese. There's an Angel Reese challenge. So every man out there, get ready. Angel Reese has challenged you. We got Deion Sanders talking about the downside of the NIL. Tom Brady giving us his top 5 quarterbacks today. And LeBron ring chasing to the fullest. Okay, that's it for all the teasing. Now let's get into the show. Man. So let's start here with obviously Donald Trump and what he said about LeBron James. And look, it's just Trump don't care, man. Trump don't care. Good, bad, or ugly. We all know that he's going to shoot from the hip, off the cuff, whatever you want to call it. It's unfortunate because it's not the greatest example of leadership. Even I can say that. Obviously, I think I have a little more fondness for Donald Trump than the average, it sounds like. But still, you can't go there if you Donald Trump. But listen to it first. And then we'll break it down to the very last compound like we do on this show. So, Donald Trump, you up, big dog? Talk that talk. Walk that walk. Let's go.
President Trump, today it was announced LeBron James has decided that he wants his next team to be the 76ers. Where do you stand on LeBron versus Michael Jordan as the best ever?
Well, Michael Jordan's a guy that's a friend of mine. Play golf with him. He's a really good guy. And I think LeBron is, maybe he's a racist, but maybe he doesn't like Trump. I don't know. But I only like people that like me. So I would say Michael Jordan all the way.
And President Trump.
Okay. We heard it. Can't say nothing else, but we heard it. All right. So let's break it down to the very last compound. How did it start off? It started off with him simply saying, look, man, Michael Jordan is a friend. Once I tell you what I tell you about the media, which is the toughest thing because media obviously is supposed to broadcast message, broadcast messages. Let me try and get this thing back. My head is huge, right? Try to broadcast messages, right? So their job is to mass broadcast messaging. But that always goes, it feels like it always goes through the lens of likability. So if you're my friend, I'm about to look out for you, right? So in the GOAT debate, I ain't even go to who's better, who got the stats, more legendary, more clutch moments, like none of that. No, he's a friend. He said he's a friend. Then he went to Michael Jordan and said, look, basically, I'm going to choose him over LeBron. Now, when you talk about LeBron, what did he say? He don't know if he's a racist. And I like people that like me. Now, I understand that spirit. I think we all do. At the same time, when someone's asking you a question about something that you want to pick one side or the other, you would think you would use a little more objective measure than that. Then one, he's my friend, but then two, I think he may be racist because he doesn't like me. Now, we all know LeBron's politics are left, and we know that Donald Trump is conservative right. So once again, we're not getting to any nuance, any truth in this world, that's why this show is necessary, because cats want to stay on their own side and just point fingers at the other. LeBron has been guilty of that, I'm sure, as well in his politics. Okay, so let's go deeper, right? I thought that was just going to be enough, but on this show, we do our homework, and I said, oh, there's a little bit more to this. You say? There's more to it. So now we got to look into what else occurred with this. As LeBron James, there's a funny video out there of LeBron James, and they're trying to map it on to this. They're trying to map it on to LeBron, how he responded to this. Y'all seen this video before? Well, they gave it. Check this out real quick. This is hilarious.
Anybody else? You don't say that. You don't say that. You don't say that. You're the only person. You're the only person on here ain't allowed to say that.
All right, now let's get real. Okay, because I was like, LeBron James racist? What are we doing here? Come on, Trump. Come on, Trump. I just went to the damn pop out and they were saying, bump Donald Trump. Boom, boom. YG played that. YG played that song right after Game played his political song. He was like, oh, okay, I got one of those. But it gets real. I didn't know. I've never seen this video of LeBron, but LeBron is breaking down some real stuff here. And if you squint, or if you're a white person, you might take this a certain way. You might look at this video and say, because I thought there could be no credence, no attachment, nothing to LeBron James in terms of sounding racist or anything race related to that extent, to that degree. But then you hear this video, you start to say, oh, it's a little different. So let's see. Let's see this video right here. All right. This is real. This is real. All right.
So I'm like, I'm going to this school to play ball, and that's it. I don't want nothing to do with white people. I don't believe that they want anything to do with I don't want no, it's me and my boys, we going to high school together, and we here to hoop.
LeBron James admits.
Okay. All right. Now, there's an innocence to what he's saying. And because I have this typical experience, like this, this hood experience that he's going to describe, growing up, you grow up around all black people. Like I did, which was largely, when you say all, you mean a lot, but there's a lot of black people there. Then more importantly, not exposed to the white population to the degree you will be when you become an adult, or you just, leave the hood. It's going to be a lot of white people, right? So I went to all black elementary school, high school, junior high, kind of a few white people, but not many, it felt like. And then high school, my first high school, not many. My second high school, a lot more. I went from Westchester to Santa Monica. Now I'm starting to see white people. So I understand what he's saying. There's a little bit of innocence in there, even though that can sound a little stingy. It stings a little bit to hear that. All right.
He didn't always trust white people.
It took me a little while, right, to kind of adjust to it.
During the NBA star's HBO show, The Shop, he opened up about life at his mostly white exclusive private high school in Akron, Ohio.
That was like my initial thoughts and my initial shock to white America when I was 14 years old for the first time in my life.
He candidly admits that when he first got to St. Vincent St. Mary, he had no intention of befriending his white classmates.
When I first went to the ninth grade in the high school, I was on some I'm not with white people, right?
Okay, now that's so far, I hope it is ultimately the most damaging comment, the most harmful comment said by LeBron James. Authentic, yes. Telling his truth, yes. But that mindset is not a shared mindset from people in the hood. You got to understand that in the hood, or being around all black people, as he's saying, he's trying to borrow from the fact that that's how he was programmed to feel or think or conditioned. And I don't agree with that. Because you don't have interaction, because you don't have deep experience with something, you don't always have to run to fear. You don't always have to run to apathy. You can also run to curiosity. Right? There's a lot of things you didn't experience, but you want to, you look forward to. Think about it. Success, money, wealth. If you grow up broke and poor in the hood, you don't have experience with those things, but you still want them. You still look forward to it. You still look open-minded to it, right? You inviting it into your life. And that includes different types of people. If you don't know a certain type of person, you shouldn't be sitting there saying, I ain't want to fuck with them. Shouldn't be, but there's a reason you did, you are. I remember growing up, I was fascinated because I'm growing up in LA around a lot of Mexican Americans and Mexican, and they knew Spanish. And I thought it was so amazing that they, in their brain, I sometimes used to just stare at people's heads. I'm like, you know a whole nother language? Like, all I know is English, and it's broken. But I'm looking around like, damn, I wish I knew Spanish. And then you take your Spanish classes, you walk outside, como se dice, and they looking at you like, did you just learn that, or what you trying to say? I'm like, dog, I just got an A on my test. Point being, I was fascinated with another culture that I really didn't have a lot of experience with. So the first thing I told myself in my travel experiences was to go to Spanish-speaking countries, South America. I was going to go places where I could learn it and get immersed. Didn't go that far, but I did go to those countries. Point being, you don't always have to be anti or fear of something you don't have experience with.
Like, cause I was so institutionalized growing up in the hood. It's like, they don't with us. They don't want us to succeed, the hierarchy, and then we're here. Like, matter of fact, we're underneath this chair.
Blah, blah, blah. Yikes. Okay, let's talk through it. Let's get to it. When President Donald Trump first said that about LeBron James, I was like, where's this going to stick? Where's this going to land? What evidence is out there of that other than the implications? You can imply when someone is left, they're going to be anti-right. And the best friends you have and the best commentary I see is when somebody is left or is right and they're open-minded. They're not anti the other side. People like to call them moderates. A lot of people want to go around and say they are moderate when they really are one side or the other, but they're open-minded. I tell you, my politics is simple. Socially, I like people to have as much freedom as possible without harming others and without harming the greater good, which means financially, et cetera, right? But when it comes to like crime and when it comes to like borders and stuff, I become very conservative. I'm very conservative on crime. Like, whew, you mess up. I mean, if you're a kid, I get it. But when you're an adult and you're doing something bad, dog, I'm old school. I'm Old Testament. I'm like, let's make an example because I know how that can be a deterrent, right? I'm walking around when I'm in Texas, when I'm walking around when I was in Florida, I had a different mindset just because I know how they get down. Like, this open carry, don't play, right? Deterrence. I really believe human conditions, human socially, we need those deterrents out there. Point being, I didn't know where this was going to go with Donald Trump and LeBron. But now, after hearing LeBron, the deeper conversation, I don't want to implicate LeBron for anything. Like he's racist or he was telling the truth how he was as a kid. Obviously, he works with a ton of white people now. I'm sure his sentiment is not of fear or I don't want to work with them, etc. Even though he do got all black people. He got all black people public facing everywhere LeBron is. Rich Paul, Maverick Carter guy, etc. All seriousness, institutionalized. When he said that word, he was institutionalized to not like white people. I know what he's saying because that is one of the shots that happens intra the hood. It comes in through the music, through the rap music. You know, one of the things that I used to hate hearing, and it was real, was they were, rappers will even buy into it, internalize it. Like you always gonna be an N-word. You always gonna be a ninja. No matter what, you always a ninja. And there are still people who profess that and believe that and say, anytime you get humbled, it's because you're a ninja. You always gonna be a ninja. Even though I see a lot of people getting publicly humiliated and humbled that ain't ninjas, but they don't use that as ammunition. That's not good confirmation bias to the fact that you always an N-word. But then I'm like, I know that's one of the things that comes at you. of the many of things that comes at you. But why did that one stick? Right? I know some people who grow up in the hood, and frankly, and we know them, a lot of people want to call them out their name, but as soon as they leave the hood, they're excited to see other things, other people, white people, whatever you want to call it. They're pumped. They're so pumped, you're like, dog, you okay? You a sellout? You okay? You call them out. So it's not just you institutionalized, because why did you take to that and others didn't, right? Others haven't. You know, it's crazy. If you guys know who Larry Elder is, big time radio host, conservative. But the point is, he from the hood, like from where I think like right where D.L. Hughley grew up. Think about it. And they're kind of the same age, I think. D.L. Hughley grows up in the same neighborhood as Larry Elder. Nobody without knowing their Wikipedias and bios would have ever said that, because they are on completely opposite sides. So I don't buy the reason, not excuse, the reason that LeBron James didn't like white people was because he's in the hood and getting institutionalized. There was something in LeBron James that also gravitated towards that or allowed that to stick to him. Because when I finally started to get around a lot of different races and ethnicities outside the hood, I was fascinated by the experience. I thought it was culturally, not only culturally enriching, but it was just like more. I was like, oh, this is dope. I give you this. I buttoned it up with this. And this is, once again, something about the Latino culture. But because when I met white people, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, Michelle Clapman was my homegirl. She was the smartest in our class. And I used to always tease her. I'd be like, what you going to do with your big old brain? She was super little. And I used to always tease her. I didn't think about it. I didn't look at, I wasn't in an adversarial position with white people growing up. I never thought it that way. You know who I was in an adversarial position with? Crips and Bloods. Boy, that was front of mind for me always. How am I going to get home? How am I going to get jacked? The two incidents that were violent for me growing up were both Bloods getting at me. 7 years old. I'm in Ruth Ellen Park, right there by the B&Gs, Van Ness Gangsters, Bloods. I'm 7 though. And they push me in the swing. They walk up first and they like, hey, stay in that swing. You like swinging, huh? You know, they punking me. I'm 7. I'm not tripping, but I'm scared. I wish they wouldn't be pushing me this hard. They pushed me so hard, I was about to flip over the damn, like the whole thing. I was about to do a whole revolution. No, I'm not. I ain't hitting that pole up there. I jump out, pow, 9 stitches later, hole in my head. Another time, I'm on the bus, Bloods, and no, those were actually Crips. I had on the Boston Red Sox hat. My mistake. It was some Crips. And they saw the Boston Red Sox hat, big old red B. I knew not to wear it. My uncle gave it to me as a gift. I didn't wear it for a minute. I didn't wear it because I knew. And then I finally put it on. And yes, what I knew actually occurred. They come in the back of the bus, triangulate, get around me. One of them sticks something in my side. He's like, you going to take that hat off, cuz? I'm like, yep. Windows open. Here you go. Can I leave now? No, you all right. Thinking I'm going to get shot in the back, all that. I had those issues, but not the white one. I give it to you like this. This is my story. I get to Columbia, and this is why y'all know me and you rock with me. You understand. I don't try to minimize race. I just try to put it in perspective of what race and race relations were then and are now, and understanding they went from explicit to implicit, but they still are something to talk through. And we, unfortunately, still have to experience. I'm in Columbia. I'm at a bodega. First of all, I didn't know what a bodega was. I was like, this is a liquor store with fruit. I'm like, why you got so much fruit in their liquor store? I'm like, what's a weird-ass liquor store, right? Anyway, I'm in the line. And I remember like yesterday, I'm in the line. And this dude behind me was speaking Spanish, but like a little different than the Mexicans I knew. I was like, whatever. He's speaking Spanish. And he really speaking Spanish. And then, you know, you're in line, so you just look around, act like you ain't looking at nobody, but you're playing it off and you're doing all that. And I'm looking, and I look back, the dude was darker than me. I mean, he was like this hat. He this color. It's me and him. I said, how in the hell somebody, I was like, what school he go to? What high school he go to learn that kind of Spanish? And I remember when we leaving, somebody was like, oh, he Dominican. I was like, what? No lie. I'm a freshman in college. Never in my life met a Dominican person. Frankly, don't even think I even heard of Dominican Republic like that. I can't lie to y'all. I don't remember. But the point is I never met a Dominican person to that day. Wild times, right? So beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I really wanted to bring this up because I want us to always look at that line that's supposed to divide us and understand you ain't got to be anti on that line. If you're on this side, you ain't got to be anti, and vice versa. And more importantly, in this conversation, why did it stick with LeBron? You know, there was a time where Ice Cube, my favorite rapper, used to always talk politics and race. Then he kind of got off of that. But there was a time when he went deep into it, right when he left NWA, all the way to he got with West Side Connection. And I used to always think to myself, like, what happened with Cube? Like, for you to now just group that whole thing together when I know you know different, I know you know better. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. All right, y'all. Love to all y'all out there. I see you, Trap Music, Dan Fan, Mike, Stymie, Snurly, and Universal Trappers. I see 3 OGs right there and 2 newbies. Love, love, love. We know we lost them. We lost somebody. We lost somebody in the fight. That's what happens in life. The winners and losers, it's simple. Everyone's heard this quote, right? The difference between a winner and a loser is the winner got up one more time when he got knocked down. Everyone's getting knocked down in this world. But when you get back up, you're the winner. Some people don't get back up. Some people are like, I'm good on you. I don't rock with you no more. So I totally get it. All right, y'all. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that as we get into our next topic, which is shady. LeSean McCoy went there. I was waiting for somebody else to go there. I wanted to go there, kind of, but I didn't. But I went everywhere else, I think, when it comes to Ryan Clark and his reaction. I just didn't think his reaction was appropriate. And who am I to tell somebody how to feel? So I felt bad even saying it. But I need men to be men, and I need us to stand up. We are being way too feminine. Like, way too feminine. Way too feminine. I got a son, man. I can't, man, look. We messing with his compass. His masculine compass is going to be all over the place. So I saw this video, and I'm glad LeSean went. I think it's really important that we have this real conversation. Let it go.
Does stuff for attention. It's a lot of them that do that.
Oh, before I do that, hit the like button. People tell me that I got to say that. Hit the like button, dang it. All right, let's go.
Does stuff for attention. It's a lot of them that do this. And I truly think that he's one of them. So my thing is, I just don't know how real this is. He might have real feelings. I don't know. But I've watched him over the years. He's such a social media dude. This is part of it. This is part of it.
I think honestly.
Okay, so he basically saying these tears is for clicks and attention. These tears are not sincere. They're more social. That's what he's saying. Now, let's get it all out there. Let's put it all on the table. First of all, everyone does everything for clicks and attention. There's no motivation in you to do something and you don't care if anybody notices. That's a lie. Everything you do, you want to be noticed. Now, what can get lost in that and what he's really talking about is you not only did it to be noticed, but you didn't do it from an authentic, sincere place. So now it's artificial. It's manufactured. You are producing right now. This is not you, the person. This is not you for real. This is you being an artist. Okay? Different. Just like in anything, it's always a difference. Did you write those lyrics or did you freestyle those lyrics? Hey, rap is rap, but there's a difference, right? So what he's saying is, I don't think he freestyled this. I think he actually wrote, I am going to cry. I don't know when. I don't know what time, but it's going to happen. I'm living that out right now in real life where you know somebody conspired. Somebody actually said, this time, this day, whatever, I'm about to detonate. I'm about to do something. Ryan Clark saying, if that's what LeSean's saying, somewhere in this interview, Ryan was going to cry. Somewhere in this interview, Ryan was going to go there. That's what he's saying.
Honestly, though, the firing of so many different people had more to do with just them trying to make cuts. It's business. Yeah, I think Carl Ravitch was with ESPN for 30 plus years doing baseball coverage and ended up being let go in these cuts, though, too. I think it's just business. And I think they viewed him as someone that wasn't bringing as much as they felt like they needed moving forward. So,
Oh, Care Bear got a haircut or something. His hair used to be different, right? Beat up in the comments. Make sure I ain't crazy. He look different. He got the old school. This is like 93. The bowl cut or something. That's dope. I like it.
Real quick, though. Imagine when we got fired from Fox, they did all this, though. You just start crying and all that, and I start crying with you. Shit, we done got all type of press. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's part of the game.
But
when you pay somebody money like they've been paying us to be on TV to run our mouth, it's part of it. You get cut.
That's the thing. One, it shows how detached you really are from reality. Because every single day, somebody getting cut. Every single day, somebody getting fired. So the average bear, the average man out there, average woman out there is like, yeah, save me the tears, mother sucker. However, be careful. You can't do that because every day somebody is born, every day somebody dies, and we cry over those things. So whatever he lost in losing that job at ESPN, I think that is intimate to him, and he just showed us a level of transparency and intimacy. It's a difficult conversation to have because look, straight up, I think it's manufactured. Absolutely. Absolutely. Put it this way. He didn't have to cry. He definitely desired to cry, so he did cry. When the tears came, he didn't hold them back. You always hear it. You always hear the beats of when someone's being emotional. Oh, man. Oh, you can see it well up in their eyes. Whatever. I think it was manufactured. I thought it was opportunistic to cry during that video. However, let's be real. If I had to do a video right now on what I'm going through in my family life and divorce, I know I would cry if I really told y'all everything. I guarantee it. And I'm not even trying to cry. Part, I can't talk about it, but the other part is if we do go there, oh, I'm going there. So I understand where Ryan is coming from if he's trying to defend himself. Obviously, these are not fake tears. But boy, do I feel shady when he's saying they look manufactured to me, big dog.
Assuming the crying was because he got cut. I'm saying I don't think he cried because he got fired. I think he cried because of the gratitude.
I knew this.
Involved.
I knew it was going to be something. I knew he was going to monetize this whole thing. You know what? I'm about to make this something. And that's what we did. Instead of just getting fired like everybody else, you know what? We're going to make some of this thing. We're going to get some clicks.
We're going to get some clicks. See, Acho's not the right person to talk this to because Acho is from Ryan Clark's family tree in terms of how he produces and how he wants to have the moment, virality, clicks, and attention. This is out of Acho's mouth, so I'm not even saying anything disparaging. Acho wants the attention. He says it. He wants to be the star. He wants those moments to the point where I think one time he said, I don't even care if it's real or not. But the point is, you ain't going to convince Acho to not do this. This is what this is about. Because some people jump back from sports and sports media and frankly says, it's entertainment, y'all. Calm down. Calm down. It's entertainment. And I get lost in that. I'll be like, no, I'm going to be myself on TV no matter what. And they be like, yeah. And are you as big as Stephen A? Are you as big as Skip? Why not? Partly, because you ain't entertaining like that. You ain't faking the funk. And look, respect Stephen A. when he builds his voice and loses his mind over you Cowboys. Like, come on. We know the beats. We know when they entertain it. And when Skip just says, nope, Tebow's amazing. No matter. Dude went out there and went 9 of 30, 66 yards, and he's amazing. So we know it ain't always about authenticity. But Acho ain't going to give you that because Acho understands and likes to go get that clip.
Is somebody that
we're going to have a million views in this joint.
Is somebody that goes to therapy, how do you feel about that space, that safe space that was created?
And that's why what I'm saying is for him, I just don't know because I watched his previous past.
Yeah.
So let me look in your eyes because I'm not your boy. And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't, you know, you can't tell me it's not right or wrong. But if somebody said to you, yeah, Acho, I think Ryan Clark is a attention media, social media guy.
Before you say it, this is the toughest place to be in when you're having these type of conversations because you can't say with an absolute belief and you feel strongly about it, but absolutely those tears were fake. Like that's where our society went with this political correctness and our PC culture. We went to the place where it's like now you can't tell me how I'm feeling. Oh, that's taboo. Oh, no. Even though you know, and I'm sitting there like, I'm not trying to tell you how you're feeling. I'm telling you acting. You may feel it, but you acting. You pouring a lot of syrup on them pancakes, partner. Come on, man. And we all see it, but you can't go there. And you know what else comes with all that? Victim shaming. And you got to believe all victims. And, you know, you get protected by these clouds of stuff that you be like, I can see through that. You know what I mean? Crazy. People, PC culture is we got to do a whole show on the dynamic of PC culture, pros and cons. I think more cons, but I like raw and real, because if you say it raw and real, we leave less room for interpretation, and usually conflict comes from the interpretations, the miscommunications. If everybody walked around and kept it one thou wow, we would have way less fights, way less arguments, way less gossip, way less everything. It'd be just straight up. You'd be like, I know where you stand, I know where you are, but we don't. We PC it. All right, Acho, what you talking about?
See where they come from. You be like, okay.
Yeah, I think Ryan knows how to get clicks. I think he knows how to get views. I don't think it's like conniving, but I think
that's good enough for me right there.
He knows how to get views.
Put you know what I mean? But for you to say that, like, you know, like I could tell somebody.
But I don't think that was fake.
But when you do it so much, you just don't know. You just don't know.
That is a great point. When you do so much, you just don't know. Crying wolf. That's what the whole crying wolf philosophy is. Don't cry wolf, because if you keep doing this, I don't know when it's real or fake. Right? I can see Jason Whitlock. Boy, Jason Whitlock show today, if he doing this video, Lord, somebody send this to Whitlock. Lord. Because Whitlock is like, dude, he's been on Ryan for this before. Contrived, he says. You crying and stuff. What are you doing?
Oh, but so Shady, let's just say in all actuality, the tears work for clicks and engagement. What is your response? And then the tears were absolutely authentic, and he really felt like that. What's your response?
I don't have no response. I don't feel bad, none of that. Like, we all been fired.
Whether the tears are real or not, it's
hard.
You're indifferent.
James Jones just texted me. Right? Yeah, one of our good friends. We were on Fox. They fired his ass fast. They fired him so fast. Soon he left out.
His badge quit working.
Right, his badge didn't even work no more.
Yeah, that's true story. That's a true story.
Yeah. You guys recording? Yo, take this video. Oh, that's what y'all doing? You fire me, and then I can't get in my stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? My thing with Ryan is like, the true matter is like, I just don't know if it's real or not, because I've seen him all in action. That's what he does.
And that's interesting. And this is another conflict. I know I have it at times. I'm living my life. I'm doing my normal day to day. And something happens, and I'm like, damn, should I film this? Should I show this? Should I broadcast this? You know, like I just went to the Versus. That's pretty obvious. Yeah, if you're at the Versus, show people you're at the Versus. Show them behind the scenes. Show them all them bloods over there banging on you. You know what I mean? Do that. But there are other things that I'm walking around. I'm like, man, should I put this out there? Because I know it will go. But then I'm like, that seems like attention grabbing. But some people on the other line, like, dog, you in the content creation business. What are you doing hiding that? Whew. Great conversation.
That's what they do. Anything, something happens, I'm gonna speak about it, because I just want to be looked at as, because I want to be accepted. So I want to look like I'm speaking on everybody's, issues around the world, like I'm policing the world. But hold up, so because I want to be accepted. Then this like thing, we just feel bad for him. But I'm not saying it's true or false. I'm just saying, as long as I've known him on TV or not on TV, he's always been searching for attention.
What if you feel like your actual calling on television, the reason you have your platform, is to give a voice to those that don't have
That's
a
why
voice?
I just told you, before TV, he was like this.
Okay.
I gave you an example.
He got an example too. I forgot about this. So this whole, like, I'm gonna speak for the voiceless, this whole, like, I'm here to be accepted, that whole lane is a dead end, because none of us should speak for all of us. Just say it. Bruce Lee was talking about this. I'm reading his book again, The Warrior Within, second time around. And he talks about individuality and how the key power, that's the strongest power, because with that individuality, you're able to achieve more, right? Obviously, because you're working for yourself, and that's where you get your greatest power, your greatest strength. But there are people who have fooled themselves in thinking that their greatest power is other people's power, right? If I help you first, then I'm good. What do they say on the flight before we even take off? If something going wrong, put your mask on first. They say put yours on first, even before your itty bitties. Your kids right there. And I know I'm like, MJ, here you go. Here you go, Raya. Here you go, Olivia. Here you go, Maraca. And they're like, that ain't how you're supposed to do it. One, you could pass out before you get them all out. Then you gone. And then whatever babies you didn't give it to. But two, you always got to do you first. And it's weird. It sounds so crazy. Selfish. What does selfish and selfless have in common? Self, young Danielson.
We're out there in a lockout. Everybody is known it's a lockout. Nobody can get in here. You had somebody record you trying to get in the facility. That blew my mind. Like, who are you doing this for? Does that make sense? Sometimes with these social media people, and I'm learning because it's a new day and age. But I'm thinking like, damn, attention is that serious for you to like? You gotta have somebody record you? I'm just saying like, damn, you an NFL player, shit.
Yeah.
You know, undrafted and all that, and he's always had to fight. So I understand it. But when these things surface and you ask me for my true feelings, I don't have any. Yeah. Because I'm used to seeing him do stuff for attention.
Well, I got to hear the feelings of the chat. I know the chat going crazy. We got over 7.
Blah, blah, blah. What a topic. See you, Shady. Stop playing, huh? Shady like, nah, dog. I ain't got no feelings over it. I done seen this dude cry over all this. I done seen him cry over spilled milk. I done seen him cry over no milk. Just crying. Crying Ryan. It's wild. I don't even think it's about the tears, like Acho said. Acho was like, I don't even think it's about the firing. I just think there's his gratitude. Like he really loved that job because it made him feel accepted. He had that platform. But something's not right. Because Ryan compromised his own platform to pivot to try and appease the bosses at ESPN. Ryan stopped being Ryan just to be accepted. Ryan really said that. And I could cry for that. I literally could cry for another dude that I respect, Ryan Clark, who abbreviated himself so that he could keep his ESPN job and not be himself, even on his own platform that he owns, the Pivot. That's never going to end well. Even if you get the material wins, the riches, the success, you're going to be miserable, bro. At least not at peace. You're going to be unhappy. Or one day you're going to go, voila. And maybe that was the day. Maybe we already seen that, Ryan, where you're like, I'm a flex. And you forget that you can't be like that. You forget you got comfortable, as they say. You get comfortable and you start doing anything, everything. You start losing the script. You start losing how you got there. I mean, early Ryan Clark, dog, I remember seeing him, including calling out Stephen A. Smith, like, what? Stephen A. was wrong right there. Not becoming Stephen A. Smith's frat boy or, fan man. Before that, Ryan was a dude, and he still kept his analysis strong. I tell you, he's one of the best at it. Film study, insane. But he did lose his way. And Shady is being nice because he know Acho rocks with Ryan. And more importantly, who wants to call somebody out and say, hey, stop BSing, stop lying, you stop fake crying. Like saying somebody fake crying, even though I know I can tell when my kids are really crying, not crying. I know when my kids are lying, not lying. I know when I see people, I'm like, Am I in a different universe? I swear I can see through the bull. Can't you see through this BS? You can't? I got to prove the BS? All right, I will. But you can't see this from just hello? People can't. Some people can't. So I don't want to call them out because, frankly, one, it doesn't matter to me. I put it like this, Poly Market. Put it like this, DraftKings. If they said once Ryan Clark got fired, will he cry or not? I wouldn't even look at the odds. I would have put everything down on, oh, yeah, it's coming. And that's what Shady's saying. Why is it so obvious? Is it because it's calculated? Why is it so obvious? Is it because it's manufactured? You feel me? So that. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. And let's get to the next topic. WNBA, let's just, oh boy, all you men, you better stand up. WNBA All-Stars just happened. Everybody was into it. Did y'all watch it? Me either. But it happened. And what happened during the WNBA All-Stars actually became a challenge. Yeah, I got to show y'all 3 videos of the WNBA going ham. And the first one is this one. And I think everyone's seen this video this weekend. All right. So this is, all right, let's get it straight. This is in the red. In the red is Angel Reese. And this is Asia Wilson in the blue, okay? They all in WM star mode. So you know what that means. Everybody just chilling. Everybody chilling. Look at her back there. I see her chilling. hey, girl. All right, so she coming down from there. Slow-mo. All right, nothing wrong, right? It's like a Harlem Globetrotter game. You misses it. Asia Wilson couldn't believe it. Whatever. Girl. And Asia Wilson twitching accidentally. Like, girl, you have to get it right now. Okay. All right. That gotta feel a certain type of way if you Asia. if you really Angel Reese, you're getting tired of this. Okay, so then that sparked people to go out there and challenge. There's a new challenge out there. Never thought I'd see this. Never thought I'd see this. What is the challenge? The challenge is, can you men beat Angel Reese? I never thought I'd see this, but this is real. This guy actually has the Angel Reese challenge, and I'm gonna take it. Let me stop. That girl beautiful though. Say what you want. That's a beautiful young lady. Go ahead.
Angel Reese would beat 99.9% of men in a basketball game. Angel Reese is 6'4". So if you're a 5'11" frat boy who played high school basketball, you couldn't beat Angel Reese one-on-one.
Why? You saying 5'11" can't beat 6'4" ever? What about 6'1" beating 6'6"? You saying Iverson couldn't get by nobody? Like one thing you learn from fighting, and y'all know I ain't had a fight since 11th grade, and this is one of the reasons. You can't tell, size don't mean, what did NWA say? Size don't mean I'm from the old school, fool. What are you talking about size? Like that's just part of it. You telling me you can't play or you haven't played if you're going to just go, first thing is, look how tall she is. I don't give a damn how tall she is if she ain't moving with me. Anyway, let me listen to him before we go.
Angel Reese has been averaging a double-double for the last 6 years. For her entire college career, Angel Reese averaged 18 and 12. In the WNBA, Angel Reese averages 14 and 12.
You gave me height at first. That I'm not going to say meaningless, but you got to respect athleticism, skill level before you give me height. Because you can be really tall and not good. And Angel Reese is good. I know that. But then we got to factor in you challenging men against a woman. The gap already closes. As soon as you say woman, she's up here as a baller. Man down here. Oh, he's a man though? He ain't even dribbled yet. He a man? Come on, man. Be real.
So everybody on the internet making the jokes that Angel Reese can't make a layup. Angel Reese isn't a real athlete. Oh, I'm a high school basketball player. I could beat Angel Reese. You have no shot in the world to beat Angel Reese.
Now you sound like Ryan Clark crying. You over here, you doing this for the clicks and attention. There's no way you saying this with your heart. Nice shirt. Like the shirt too. I didn't want to judge you, but you don't look athletic. Now I know you ain't because I don't know what sport you could play, can play, did play, will play. I just know you ain't got the mindset because you ain't saying it like it is. I can't play a lick of basketball. Me, Marcellus Wiley, can't play a lick of basketball. But I guarantee you this, I could beat me some girls, some, and I could beat me some boys, some. And I got a better chance if my life's on the line to go grab the worst girls to beat them than the worst dudes. Is this mind-blowing to you? Or you just want to do the click and attention game? All right, go ahead. You got my attention.
Angel Reese is a professional basketball player. Her entire life is dedicated to the game. You are not as skilled as her. You're not as And Angel Reese would beat any man who's not a Division I basketball player one-on-one.
You a damn lie. I know some high schoolers right now ready for that smoke. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Boy, you better stop. Where are you from? You must be around some sorry-ass high schools if you ain't seen no high schoolers that could go get it. Are you kidding? Well, Gilbert Arena's son just left high school, right? Shit, Cooper Flagg just left 2 years ago. Like, big dog, let me help you out. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Stop playing. I give you the example because I hate when people lose objectivity because they're just getting caught up in their emotions, feelings, or hey, well, let me promote this. We're going to do the Sha'Carri Richardson topic later. And Sha'Carri Richardson got close, but not that close to the world record, which is 10-4-9 for a woman or 8. It's one of the two, sorry. Because then Usain Bolt is 9.58 or 9. I think he's 9.58. And 10.49 for the woman. Let's just go there. Be up in the comments if you know better. It's one of the two. 10.49. Flojo. Fastest woman that has ever existed. How many women have existed? I don't know. A few billion, billions. All right, let's say 10 billion women have existed. So we got 8 billion people living now and all the people before dead. Billions of women. She's the fastest one ever in the 100 meters. This is where you know this argument is not coming to try and sting anybody. Just truth is truth. Real is real. You throw a ball up, it will hit the ground. Do you know right now in LA, Los Angeles, there are about 30, maybe more boys that run faster than Flojo did. The fastest woman ever. They're high schoolers. Half of them go to what? Servite, they say? What's that school? Alamania or something like that. Half of them go there. Point being, don't do this, dog. Don't do this. I hate when people just faking the phone. All right, so now we got to get into this topic. I mean, this part of the topic, which is you tell me, can these dudes beat any of these girls, any of these women? You tell me. Since we went there, let's go there. This is why this show is necessary. We're going to always talk about stuff, real or fake. So you try to tell me that men, 99.9% of the men can, and I know some dudes that play high school. I know some dudes who didn't go D1 that could ball. Let's watch this and tell me.
Stewart tips it alive. Williams.
Okay. Everybody airballs, men and women. Okay. Alley-oops that don't hit the net, it's kind of like exclusive to women. Men don't do that. Y'all don't do double pump layup misses, whatever. Men do this all the time. Not that so much, but still, this is not gender-based in terms of are they playing ball. This is gender-based in there are levels to this, different levels to this. You think a dude ain't gonna, if she come up dribbling like that with that, I mean, with no pound, she wasn't pounding that rock. You trying to say we ain't gonna, that was a travel almost. I'm not even picking on them. This is the all-star lowlights, they said, I guess, or some dude made this clip. What we doing here? Oh, man. Oh, y'all got to stop. This was all just this weekend. Y'all got to stop playing, man. Stop playing. So beat it up in the comments. If you're a man, can you beat Angel Reese? Huh? Can you beat Angel Reese? I can't. I don't think I beat Angel Reese. I don't know. She's 6'4", like she my height. Yeah, I'll probably take the ball from her a lot. If she better dribble better than that, that's all I know. I don't know. But I know a lot of dudes that can play. I can't play basketball at all. All I got is a set shot. I got to start dribbling, driving. I'm just going to bully out and foul out. We'll see. So beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Can you beat Angel Reese? Are you taking the Angel Reese challenge as a man? All right, let's get into this. LeBron James, Philadelphia 76ers. We all know that. A lot of people want to go there on LeBron. Oh, this dude is shamelessly ring chasing. Like LeBron can't do what LeBron want to do, but everybody else can, huh? All right, well, let's hear it. And for all y'all who say I never do a Whitlock topic, here it is. Burn.
LeBron James to the Philadelphia Sixers. That shocks me. That shocks me.
Yeah, shocks me. I thought it was going to be Miami. Now, I'm in Miami. I would have loved him to come here. I don't think it's a good fit. But Philadelphia, I think, basketball-wise, is probably the best fit.
I think it's a fascinating move. And the Sixers automatically become must-see TV for whatever the NBA is, wherever they are for 6 months, where they don't care about the season. And also the new faces that they have added. And now they're in Philadelphia. Because if this thing goes good, it's Terrell Owens in 2004, where he was the most popular athlete and they loved him. But if somehow it doesn't work out, that fan base is incredibly volatile and honest. They have no filters.
It's pure ring chasing.
All right. I think once again, we got caught up in a space where we called out Ryan Clark, LeSean McCoy did, for clicks and attention. He clout chasing. He wants clicks and attention, which is one of the most ignorant things to say to anybody who turns on a camera and a light. Some of them put on makeup, wear suits, and say, oh, you don't want attention. It's like telling a peacock, oh, you don't want a peacock. Yeah, I do. I'm actually a peacock. I peacock for a living. All of us want attention. Stop with this whole, oh, you really want attention. You sound like them little kids when they be like, no, I really, 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 really like you. Like, no, just like me, dog. It ain't that deep. All of us, Whitlock, Steve Kim, all of us, LeSean McCoy, Ryan Clark. But the thing is, what we're really trying to say is, what will you do to get attention? What lengths will you go to get attention? Just like the in the Bible, the statement is, people always mess it up and say, the love of money, no, money is the root of all evil. That's what people say. Money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. That's not the statement. That's not what it says in the Bible. The love for money is the root of all, because that means you're going to do something for it that you probably shouldn't be doing. Same here with clicks and attention. Same thing with ring chasing. Everybody is ring chasing. Everybody. Now, what will you do to get that ring? Some people stay still. My name is Steph Curry. I ain't going nowhere. Rings come to me or else. Draymond Green, he opting out. LeBron come here. LeBron doesn't come here. I ain't going to go chase no ring. Rings come to me. Kobe Bryant. Okay, I'm here. We winning with Shaq. I want some credit. Shaq ain't really locked in like that. It's either him or me. Okay, good. I'm out of control. The team is sorry. I go on air live on TV and say, I want to get traded. They don't trade you. You end up winning 2 more championships. It's all different directions and ways in which you show you ring chasing. But you chasing. Don't trip, Crip.
Pure, unadulterated. This is maybe a worse version than him going to the Miami Heat. This decision 2.0 or whatever this is, 3 or 4, this is the worst of all the decisions. He's joining a team with a stacked roster. What'll be the
but Jason, can you admit something?
What?
No matter what LeBron did, you're going to hate it somehow.
No.
Yes. I think so, because you just said, here he go. Beautiful woman, and he want to marry her. She's smart. She got her own money. She don't have any kids. She comes from a great family. like, where are you supposed to walk to say you don't want it when you know you want it? We want LeBron to lie to us, go somewhere sorry as hell, and be like, I ain't trying to win. Then we be like, why would you go there? You ain't going to win there. That was stupid. You can't win for losing. I think Whitlock, like a lot of people, don't really have an answer to how are you supposed to go play? How are you supposed to be a free agent if you're good? If you're great, I should say. If you're great, how am I supposed to be a free agent? Because everywhere I go, you're going to criticize me. I go somewhere sorry. What you, I'm throwing the towel? You throwing the white flag? You're waving the white flag? You go somewhere great. You over there stacked up. Shit. You can't win. You go somewhere normal. Why he go there? I don't even understand. What's good there? What's bad there? Like,
if I want him to go to the Nuggets, if he had gone to the Heat, I don't think I would have ripped it. Scap, I don't like. I think this is the worst move, even with him taking, $2 $8 million deal. I wonder what they're going to have to pay Bronny.
Hear ye, the coward king has buddy. Long live the mercenary ring-chasing loser LeBron James.
Not a fan. 4 box, could be a 3 box. This guy at the bottom right. Like, it's always like, I don't know. It's always people who I know didn't really, and he may have played, I don't know. It just, I'm not familiar with your game. Those guys say the craziest stuff, the meanest stuff, the weirdest stuff, the most, I got to get these choice words out. Loser, LeBron. Okay, this is why I defend it. This is why I defend LeBron. Because if he's sorry or he's a loser or anything that you disparage him for, you know where my lowly career lands? And 99.99999% of all athletes land outside of Brady and Jerry Rice. And where we land?
Who has been doing it like nobody else for the better part of 15 years. Just when this snake had an opportunity to do something right. And
I mean, it's all so scripted too. Loser, snake, scumbucket. Like, it's just like, dog, just talk. But I understand the insecurity. This is the only way you get on. Whitlock played in college. He may have played in college too. I'm not trying to dismiss him. I'm just saying you picking that lane. There's so many travel on this freeway. You could get there the same way this way.
Go home to Cleveland. That's a story he could peddle on a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. And again, a story arc that makes sense. I'm going home to complete the story arc.
He already went home. See, this is what I hate about superstars, and it happens to all the teammates I played with that were really big time. They get muzzled because they become brands, and they got too much money on the line. They're like, no, I can't tell this fool for real. But if I'm LeBron, I say like this, fool already went home. How'd that go? I won. All right, let it go. Like, what are you doing? I got to remix the remix?
Where it all started. Or hell, go to the Golden State Warriors and put it as I'm a 50-minute plane ride away from my family who I don't want to be that far away and I want to live near to them. The two teams he couldn't sell really was Minnesota and Philadelphia.
Why? I'm buying it. If I were in his shoes, you know what I would do? Go to the best team. Damn right, sell it. I ain't trying to sell nothing. I hope you're not trying to buy anything because one, you can't afford LeBron, but two, what am I selling? You know what this reminds me of? And let's not act like we don't know this person if we aren't that person ourselves. You ever go around, this happened to me 2-3 months ago. You ever go around and you're in a real nice neighborhood. I was in Bel Air and you see these hedges and these trees and you can't even see the house, the mansion, but it's back there and you just 50-foot hedges and, you're like, golly. This is insane. And then there's always someone who makes the comment, oh, that's too much. Oh, that ain't no. And you always be like, they not hating. It's just when people know they can't do it, they talk from the lens of that's not good. They can't. Kind of like Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith. People project. When they know it's outside their reach, they don't even try to grasp the good in it. That's deep. When it's outside their reach, they don't even try to grasp the good. Like, look at it from LeBron's perspective. I'm this great. Now I get to go a situation where they already got greatness lined up, but they haven't figured it out. They haven't unlocked it. They haven't solved that puzzle. I'm the missing piece of something that's already great. But if it was so great, they would already want it, but they didn't. They got mollywopped by the Knicks. I got you. Superman's here to save the day. Whew.
Because it is a pure ring grab. It is a pure ring chase situation. And Jason, to your point right now, this is basically LeBron James's greatest team that he has ever been surrounded by. He's with Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown, 2 top 5 scorers league-wide last year. Maxey was 3rd team All-NBA. Jaylen Brown was 2nd team All-NBA, finished 6th in league MVP voting. And yes, I know Joel Embiid could barely ever stay healthy at this stage of his career, but he is a former league MVP big who looked pretty damn good in the first round of the playoffs when they were beating the Boston Celtics.
See, LeBron is all the bad things in this conversation, according to my friend here. But then he grabs one series of Joel Embiid not limping, and he's like, well, Joel's looking good, at least then. What? What? Ninja, please. How you gonna grab that one slither of Embiid stayed healthy for the first round series? Yeah, that was positive. And then you're going to kill all of LeBron's moves and thoughts and actions. You can't make this up.
All of the pressure is on him now. LeBron, this is the dumbest move this guy. He will get practically for the first time in his career no credit if they win. And he is going to get an immense heaping amount of blame if they lose.
Blah, blah, blah. That tells me that LeBron, 1, doesn't care what you think, but 2, even in his little concern for what you think, he said, I can roll the dice. Never scared. That's what it sounded like to me. LeBron said, okay, I know y'all going to clown me if I don't win. And why don't you give him credit for that? And that's what I say. It sounds like he deserves credit. Let me get this one. Let's give this some credit right here. We got Stephen A. talking to Barkley. This is big time. Get some credit out.
If LeBron James pulls this off and he wins a 5th championship to surpass Steph Curry, if he plays the final 2 years and plays 25 years, Chuck, and he captures back-to-back titles and captures a 6th ring, surpassing Kobe and Tim Duncan, and tying Michael Jordan, how should we view him then, Charles?
He would, if he wins back-to-back championship and walk away this thing at 44-45, I'll say something I ain't never said before. This dude, I think I just saw the greatest basketball player ever.
Think about it. I mean, some people are already saying that, but go past that. 44 and 45. Well, he would really be 43. Yeah, 44, 40. 45 years old, Tom Brady style, Tampa Bay Bucks. Him, LeBron, 76ers, and he over there raising banners. He may be the 5th option. He may be the 4th option. Who? He raising banners. Does that move the needle for y'all? Does that change your GOAT conversation if he's not your GOAT? Beat it up in the comments.
I would probably have to.
With what you said about Michael Jordan, you would give LeBron James, if the 76ers win back-to-back titles, you'd give LeBron James the title of GOAT?
I probably would. Dude, if he wins back-to-back at 44, 45 years old, you got, listen, and that's the thing about the stiffer wives LeBron's hang out with. Like, it ain't no shame saying he's the 3rd best basketball player you ever seen. But if he can still play, if they can win two more now. I didn't say one more. You said 2 more.
I said 2 more.
If he wins 2 more, I think you have to be kind of crazy not to say he's the best to ever do it. Now,
blah blah blah. Think about it. He'll have 6. That'll be Jordan numbers. Him with 6. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. LeBron with 6 rings is a lot. So now let's bring some more of these montages. I love when you guys, the creators out there, bring this stuff together and bring it home. What LeBron gonna look like if he can do it? Now, people are mad at him for even trying to do this. So let's hear some criticism before he even gets going.
Why did LeBron join Super Team again?
When he joins the starting lineup with 4 All-Stars, a Finals MVP, and a regular season MVP, let's call it what it is. He just wants another easy ring. People constantly compare him to Michael Jordan, but he hasn't even surpassed the legends of his own era. He's got the same 4 rings as Steph Curry, and one less than Tim Duncan and Kobe Bean Bryant.
Man, we have simplified that argument to just the number of rings. Or did we? Because then we hear Stephen A. Smith just start off by saying another easy ring. Why are we letting people do this? Like, why are we letting people say easy ring, hard ring? No rings or a ring. All I know. No rings or a ring. Easy ring, hard ring. You are not in it. You're not in it. You don't know what it is. You know what to call it. You try to tell us, and sometimes you make up stuff to call it, but you don't know what it is. I didn't even win a ring, y'all, and I played in the league 10 years. I wish somebody would come up to me talking about, hey, man, like they know what it is to be in the league. No, you don't. I couldn't do enough live streams to tell you how it feels to be in the NFL, good, bad, and ugly. There's nothing better than being in the NFL other than the NBA. But in all seriousness, making it pro and then lasting for a decade, and I'm not saying it for the length, I'm talking about the number of experiences I had. And then you just gonna sit there and be like, okay, I've heard you talk. I know what it's like. I heard you talk. I heard it. I've watched your practices. I've seen your games. I can tell you what the NFL's like. You don't sit.
And the difference is those got a team chasing championships. This completely destroys his case in the GOAT debate. Period. How can you look me in the eye and call yourself the GOAT when you keep playing on easy mode? MJ endured the beatings in Chicago until he conquered the Pistons. Kobe rebuilt in LA and won back-to-back titles without begging for help. They earned their stripes with one franchise. But LeBron keeps hitting the panic button and assembling Avengers rosters whenever things get tough.
Why did LeBron?
I like that. He said he assembling Avengers rosters. That's good. I see some of these comments. No, I'm not pulling the Ryan Clark, Peter Schrager. I ain't say you can't talk about football. I said, don't tell me what it was. Don't get to the point where now you're going to tell me, oh, your experience was easy or hard. It's all hard. Some just make it look easy. All rings are hard to get. Some just make it look easy. And then the bubble ring, y'all messed that all up. Y'all don't understand those elements. But point being, don't do that. I don't even know if I should do this next clip because I know I'm about to get mad at myself, but I am. Got to bring Skip into this. Oh, LeBron's nemesis. Let's see what Skip got to say. I know I'm about to start sweating. I know this is about to go there. If the dude on Whitlock show got me hot, I know Skip about to say something that ain't gonna be. Somebody call Shannon Sharp up. I need him, big dog.
LeBron James chose to ring chase. What did you expect? This wasn't about basketball happiness. Basketball happiness, said Rich Paul. This was about ring chasing. What team gave LeBron James the best chance to win a fifth, maybe even a sixth championship?
What did we expect? You said, what do we expect from LeBron? Of course he's ring chasing. Well, what did I expect from Skip Bayless? Of course he's mad at LeBron. I mean, you ain't got no other cards in that deck?
It was obviously from the start, the Philadelphia 76ers ring that Liberty Bell. It's now the city of brotherly brawn.
That's good.
It's a duh. I said from the start, as I analyzed the teams that wanted LeBron, there were 6 of them for minimum wage.
Man, will you stop?
If he wanted basketball happiness, as in just hanging with the fellas and playing golf with a really good player and Steph Curry, well, you go to Golden State, which would have turned into Olden State. They would have had no chance to win a championship. They would have been by far the oldest starting lineup in the history of basketball. If he'd wanted basketball happiness, he'd go back to Miami just because it's Miami, it's South Beach.
Did you just hear that? If he wanted basketball happiness, he would have went back to Miami because it's Miami, South Beach. How do we let people get away with saying this? Like that was one that has no intelligence to it. Two, who the hell are you gonna tell me what I want? This happens to me a lot. People, because I love music, you know that. And I love people, but I don't like clubs. I don't. I never really loved them, but I would go because it was the easiest place to meet girls. It was the easiest place for your fellas to give you props. It was the easiest place. It's like it just did it all in one. But that's when we used to dance. I had a sweat towel. That's when we used to dance. That's when you used to meet people and talk. Now, y'all on Instagram and y'all ain't moving. I don't want to get caught out because somebody gonna videotape it and say, I see Marcellus at a club. I do get invited a lot, but I don't. If up to me, I'd never go to another club in my life. Never. I like a lounge. I like a swimming pool. I like to talk. I like to hear. I like the cigar lounge. Let me talk to you. Shout out to Sean King. I hung out with him and Marlon Wayans a couple nights, Saturday night. And my boy, my cousins, my family, Clarence and Darnell. We had a great time. Just talking, meeting people. But don't tell me what I like. I know what makes me happy. And people do that sometimes. They be like, oh, man, you don't want to go to the club? You're in Vegas. I've been to Vegas 3 times the last 6 weeks. This is before Florida, so y'all better stop. I've been here golfing, all this stuff I got to do out here. Come on, man. I ain't been to one club and ain't going. You're going to tell me I got to go to Miami because that's where my happiness is. Oh, my God.
You can play year-round golf. You could play golf during the basketball season. There was no way he wanted to go back home for a third time and be a third wheel in a backcourt that already features, obviously, Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. It just wouldn't fit. It wouldn't work. He'd go right back to having LA in Cleveland, Lakers at Cavs. Wouldn't work. There's no way he wanted to spend a winter in Minnesota with Ant and LaMelo. It's just not right. It's just LeBron James in Minneapolis. What? No way.
Hold on. That sounds more like LeBron James in Cleveland. You ever been to Cleveland? You ever been to Minneapolis? I think Minneapolis is a little better. What do I know? I've been to both. Philadelphia, a little better than both of those. But still, the weather all sucks. What are we doing here? Philly too hot in the summer, too cold in the winter. Come on, man. So these examples, they don't work. You don't know his logic, and you're not even showing enough wherewithal to even make them compute and equate. You have no indication, no idea why he went where he went, other than it's the best team, just like we do on the schoolyard. I am going to make my free throw and be the captain of the first team, going to pick the best player. And then it's my turn to pick again, the best player left. Again, the best player left. Then I'm going to pick my homeboy because nobody going to pick him. Then I'm going to pick the best player left. Come on, man. We know how this goes.
It was time to ring chase. This was screaming LeBron James from the start because this team, especially in the Eastern Conference, is really, really good. The Sixers just became, if they weren't already, the favorite to win the East. Of his championships, of his times going to the finals 10 times, 9 times came through the Eastern Conference, which was the weaker conference. Now,
oh, here we go. All right, so they're doing that now. And the Western Conference right now is supposed to be stronger. I get it. I know where y'all coming from. Just want to give you some facts. There's been 8 different champions the last 8 years. And 4 have come from the West and 4 have come from the East. I understand the road to get there may be harder in the West, but the end result says neither conference is harder.
It's getting a little closer to 50-50. I still think the West is a little better than the East, but he joined the best team with the best chance. Obviously, you know how I feel about Jaylen Brown. This was the steal of the century for the 76ers. Jalen's got that dog in him, chip dog in him. Tyrese Maxey has that dog in him. Yeah, he's smaller, but you want to talk about the biggest heart.
Okay, sometimes I'm too anxious. I don't like I don't like where this is going. I don't like when I know that I hate when I coach. I also coach. And when I'm coaching, I never want to step in this, and I never do it. But I hear coaches do it all the time. You got your best player. You know who it is. In football, for me, it's MJ. In basketball, I don't coach us, but as a dad, it's Kai. Don't you ever, when you talking about another kid on this team, want to tell me how big his heart is in respect to like it's bigger than MJ's. Don't you ever tell me somebody's heart is so big, it's bigger than Kai's. Because this is what I learned. To be the best, you got to have that dog in you. Now, is there more dog that could come out? Yes. Can that dog bark? Yes. He's certainly biting. He the best player. He biting. He just don't bark. He just don't wear it. What kind of dog is that? That's like nah, Rottweiler wear it. Rottweilers ain't barking much though, but when they bark, it's thunder. You over here getting impressed by the lesser, but barking more. The poodle. Respect the poodles. And I got bit by a Shih Tzu, which is poodle-ish. Respect to them. But if it really if a poodle really attacked me, he gonna be mad he attacked me. Just letting you know, it ain't a poodle alive gonna get me. Don't talk about the big dogs like that. LeBron, you gonna compare other people's heart? Now, I may be wrong. Skip may not go all the way there, but I hate when I see that from coaches. They try to diminish their best player to try and pump up their other players. No, just pump them up. Don't compare them to him, because if you do, let them play against each other.
You want to talk about a perennial all-star closer in Tyrese Maxey? Clutch client to boot. Way to go. Yes, yes. And then you know how I feel about Joel Embiid. He has that dog in him occasionally when he's healthy, when he feels like it. But when he does feel like it, Joel Embiid is a nuclear weapon.
What is LeBron in? I'm just waiting for you to finish your sentence and give LeBron the same props you giving these guys. You over here trying to get $1 by adding up all these pennies. When LeBron is straight cold cash.
In fact, when he feels like it and he's healthy, he's the closest thing to Shaquille O'Neal this league has had since Shaq. That's LeBron knows how good he is. Maybe LeBron can coax the best out of Joel. Coach him up, talk him up, hype him up to the media. Maybe that will work. And obviously the kid VJ Edgecombe.
Man, ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Skip. Blah, blah, blah. I just don't like when we don't keep it real. I understand relative, but keep it absolute as well. I've been the guy before where I was the best player on the team. And I understood when coach was trying to get everybody else to play up to their potential so that we could be an even better team. But I also was very sensitive to like, be careful. Don't talk bad about me now, or don't talk good about them and forget about talking good about me. Because that can happen. Sometimes you just count on it. You just know it's so secure. We know he gonna do his. So we don't even respect and give him props. Families do this with their kids. Some of their kids are just great students, great athletes. You know who gets all the attention? The one who getting in trouble. The one who is slipping in the grades. Every day you checking on them. You been going to your tutoring? All right, let's go in the study room. Let's work together. Meanwhile, you on autopilot with the other ones because they doing what they're supposed to do. I don't like that type of analysis. Just don't. Oh, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Skip Bayless going there. Oh, my God. That hurt right there. All right, let's get into this. This is a little lighter topic, fun. Carmelo Anthony and Gilbert Arenas is going to talk about having them superstar kids and trying to raise them and trying to get them right. Yeah, I don't know if them kids are listening, according to them, right? Let's see what they say. This is hilarious. Got some fun topics. Beat up in the comments. Let me get some love to you top fans as well. Trap Music, Mike, Stymie Snurley, Drew Mack, and Ricky Beavers. Oh, Francisco Aguilera, you 6. You better get up there. Dan Fan, you 8. Y'all tripping. Y'all like Stomp now. Oh, y'all whack. I can't wait to stomp. When this trial is over, he's going to be like, damn, I was wrong. I love you, Wiley. Too late.
As basketball fathers that has trained their kids, as after their NBA careers, what have y'all both learned?
What I learned is they don't listen.
Yeah.
Right? They don't like they pretend we didn't do it already. We see all the downfalls.
Yeah.
Right? We got the door open. Look, you can see, like we did it, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
They still want to go this way, do all that. God damn, like
we know they do, and we know that they actually should be able to do that. Yes, take your tutelage, take your lessons, take respect, take heed to what daddy said, and they do. But they want to be their own person, their own individual athlete. They want to be themselves. It's a lot of pressure to come up being Gilbert Arenas' son playing basketball. There's a lot of pressure, Carmelo Anthony, your son playing basketball. There's a lot of pressure. I already know. My son's only 10. People already assume, oh, you could play, huh? Oh, he fast too? Oh, he big too? They just assume, all right, let's go. And a lot of times it does work that way, but it's still pressure.
Oh, the doors just walk straight, bro.
With Kai, it's the balance that I have to have with him and the information. Because sometimes my stories and my experience could become so overpowering to them or to him that he could get intimidated by my story. I always talk to him about like year to year. Be 19 years old right now. Next year be 20.
That's something my sister always says. And that's good game right there. She's like, be 10. She tells my son, be 10. He's saying to his son, be where you are. Be where your feet are. Stop looking so far ahead. I know the world is telling you you're going to be me again or better. Just stop. It's going to happen. Whatever's going to happen, going to happen. Be where your feet are. I love that.
That should be 21. Because if you look at it with that approach, if I'm the best 19-year-old, then I get a chance to be the best 20-year-old, then I'm building a journey. But if I just want to get into that Lions Den that he's talking about just to say that I'm in the Lions Den, and then at that point, I got to be willing to deal with everything that comes with that, and that's the mental part of that. So if you can't deal with certain on the college level, what makes you think you're going to get into that league and deal with the safari that's out there with all these wild animals where these animals don't give a fuck about you? They don't care about Kanye and Anthony. They don't care about Elijah Arenas. Oh, he's supposed to be nice? Oh, he's supposed to be 6'7", 6'8". We going to try that. God, you supposed to be 6'5" with a shooter. You can shoot. You can skill. Let's try that. I could put your skill set up against a lot of guys' skill set right now in the NBA, skill set wise. But if you're not here with it and you ain't here with it and you ain't smart enough with this situation, you can yourself up.
Man, he is dropping jewels. I gotta watch Carmelo's podcast more. This is game right here. He talking about activating all those skills and talent. Remember we had the video about Angel Reese and how she could beat 99.9% of men, which I don't agree with, but whatever. It's in part because of how you can activate. Like our muscle fibers are different than women. Our heart and lung capacity is different. Size are bigger, greater. When you locked in, I don't care how your skill sets are. When you got your mind and your heart into what your body can do, now we talking about something. But be real. The transition from college to pro, and I had one of the greatest, I should say, actually like greatest in distance transitions. I didn't play D2, D3. It was 1AA, but it was Ivy. It was Columbia. That's pretty low on the rungs of preparedness, right? But I still learned, but I know that journey. I know how to swim across those rough waters. I remember getting slammed in practice at first because I didn't know about all these techniques. I'm stronger than all these cats. Didn't matter. They had old man strength. They slamming me up on the fence. I'm like, what is going on? Oh, man, your leverage off, bro. Your hips out. What you doing? So the point is, if you can't activate all these things, don't talk to me about your skills. You ain't going to be able to display them. They ain't going to be seen.
Outside of us and our voices and the mom's voices, it's, man, you got to carve out your own lane. You got to do it your own way. Don't be like your dad, Gil. Don't be like Melo. Like, do it your own way. Why the you want to do it your own way. Well, you see the way.
I think it's a natural thing to want to do something different from. I mean, y'all paved a great way for y'all kids.
But what do you want?
And young man just broke it down. We all got our own unique fingerprint, right? We all got our unique, only ours signature for a reason. Dog, I don't give a damn what you say. Let me do it my way, which means I can incorporate. I will bring in what you have given me, Daddy. Thank you. You know, all these resources we have, we've taken advantage of them. Thank you. But I'm still going to go my hand on the wheel. You got to let them do it.
Want to do different. If Eddie Murphy was your pops,
yeah,
why would you want to do anything different than what Eddie is telling you to do to become the best comedian that you could be?
Be yourself.
Yeah, of course.
For that example, just be, cut it up. You can't say the same jokes as him. You're going to have to change it up. If not, they're going to be like, oh, I ain't seen that. You ain't nothing but your daddy. That's funny.
I think that's the main thing.
Of course, being true to yourself.
Being true to yourself. Because they not completely you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They are their own people. So it's like a situation where like, I just want to be
you.
I want to be me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I get where y'all coming from where it's like, but I paved the way.
Yeah. I just hit my son with some it was I was playing some video games. I got a call that said, yo, he missed workout. And he was, I woke up. So I said, see, that's the problem. You come up with all these excuses. Do you want my lifestyle? Huh? You want to be?
You want my lifestyle?
Yeah, you want to be 44, wake up at 4 in the morning playing video games all day. Or you want to keep doing it your way. And you be working at McDonald's. Because that's where you going to end up at, goddamn. You're going to be working 9 to 5. You can play these video games all day.
6, 7, 9 to 5.
You ain't got to worry about. All day at 44. Or you're going to be working a 9 to 5. You keep trying to your way.
Damn.
I said, you got one job. Grind, get in shape, study the game, understand the game, love the game. As much as you love it, it's going to love you back. Then you get to be where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Now get I'm all.
Hilarious, blah, blah, blah. Hey, sage advice, especially from Carmelo. You know Gilbert always going to have some levity and clown. I will say this, though. You can't lead with the lifestyle. Like, he's joking, but in seriousness, you can't sell a kid the lifestyle and expect that kid to be the best that they're going to be. Because if they're doing it for just the results, they're not going to be fully in love with that process. They're just going to be wanting those results. The one who's in love with the process is going to be the one who keeps getting better, keeps going after it. And when he meets somebody, if process meets results, bet on process every time. Bet on it every time. Because he ain't sitting there just thinking about when is it going to feel good? When's it going to feel comfortable? When's it going to be good again? And I'm generalizing, but to be specific, you got to just put your head down and go get it. Because as soon as you get comfortable is when it gets uncomfortable. It's wild. I see y'all in the comments like, man, that's wild, man. Yeah, going from an Ivy League school to the NFL, I'm glad I didn't even envision it or think about it before I got there or had to do it because it would have been too daunting. I probably would have believed the doubt birds. I wasn't believing any doubt birds. I didn't care. I was like, I just committed to Columbia. Why are you telling me I can't make it pro? Even if I can or can't, that's 4 or 5 years from now. Shut up. Who gives a damn? Why are you so interested, first of all? I'm not even concerned. I'm not worried and I'm not confident. I'm just me. I'm 6'1", maybe, 185. I'm a running back and a kick returner. Shut up. No, I'm not going to the league as a running back. I kind of see that. One, I'm built like a receiver playing running back. And I can't catch like that. I got some mitts, but I ain't catching like that. Now, I haven't played one down a receiver ever. Caught a few balls out the backfield. But that's what people will do, man. They try to tell you and, shut up. Talking about this process, dog. You talking about the results. You caught up. You caught up. Real spit. Oh, people will talk you out of everything, man. They try to talk you into some stuff too, but I don't want to hear it. I know what it is. Look, as a youngster, You know me, I keep it 100. I was great. I was great in sports. Matter of fact, my greatest career, my greatest era of my life in sports, youth level football. I was silly. If I didn't get 3 touchdowns, we had a problem that day. Most of the time it was 4 or 5. I was silly. Like this. I'm gonna show y'all something silly. Y'all got to see it when it comes. When it happens, you can't deny it. What Pac say? I won't deny her. She a straight rider. Look, this is what greatness looks like from Hello. Let me show you this. This is an amazing video. And then we're going to talk about the fall from grace. Sha'Carri Richardson right here. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Because, boy, it don't seem like y'all care. She's still winning. She's still fast, but nobody talking about her no more. It don't seem like it's because of that gaslighting and them lies. We saw what she did. At that airport. What's my man's name again? And I call myself Loving Track. Coleman. What's Coleman's first name? I'll figure it out. Let's check this out. Trap music in the building. Mike, Stymie Snurley, Drew Mack, Ricky Beavers. All right. Love to y'all. Christian Coleman. Yes, I know his name. I ain't even cheat. Let's go. This is, when you see an itty bitty like this, duck. They coming. Me? Body. All right, look at this. The hell? Look at this. Now this is getting it. She's scooting. Them hips, them feet landing right under her hips. She like 7. Look at this. Now they speeding the video up, obviously, but god damn. The nails start getting long. That's when we start losing. It's like, come back, girl. But this is what greatness looks like. But this is also a cautionary tale, right? What did Carmelo say? When your heart and your mind, that's how you get the maximum out of your potential to activate. And she lost her way. But guess what? That was like last weekend. She ain't losing no races right now. She rolling. And I understand it's not an Olympic year, so people don't really care about track. But let me just say this, because it really hit home when I was very passionate about supporting Sha'Carri Richardson. I think everything was going well until she got that drugs, got popped for the drugs, the marijuana, U.S. Olympic trials. And that was the first time I think I had to say something bad against her. And that was the first time that Ryan Clark said something bad against me. But the point is, not so much that she can't go forward, not so much that she can't win the Olympics and all that stuff. She can't go forward and do her. It's the fact that what she tried to do and what she tried to pull old Christian Coleman, thank God for surveillance cameras, thank God for the video cameras, thank God for the body cams, etc. But imagine we would have all been lost in the sauce of Sha'Carri Richardson, whether it's her greatness in track, her being a woman, why would she lie, all these kind of things. And then literally it's been a 180 I've seen in terms of her reception. I saw her at USC at the track meet. She won 100. It's been like, who cares? You can try to be something. You can actually be it. But if people don't connect with you because they think that you don't have integrity, they don't think that you are a real one, they don't think that you are being sincere, it's amazing how all those wins are just empty because nobody rocked with her. I mean, nobody. She could have been a fake. Sha'Carri Richardson could have been, let's be real, that is Angel Reese, if not Caitlin Clark of track. FloJo was a sensation. FloJo had them girls, them nails, one leg, one legging, one knot. Beautiful, look like she's straight out the beauty salon and go out there and run a 10-5, 10-6. Actually, it was like she ran the world record and not too many times between there. Not too many times. It was like 10-8s. But winning. Cautionary tale, Sha'Carri Richardson, man. she doing all that winning, but it just feel like she losing. And more important, losing, she lost a lot. Just because she went up there and the drug test was one thing, but when she went there on record and we were like, you are a liar, guess what she turns into? A pariah. Interesting. All right, last topic, I think. I don't know where we are. Maybe we got a couple more. Let's plow through it. Let's go. Let's get to this. This is interesting. You want to do it? Tom Brady. What time is it? 6:36. Now I gotta get back on schedule. I'm starting to stretch him. See, that's how you get it. You start leaking. You be like, yeah. Y'all be like, man, look, hour and a half, Wiley. Hour and a half. I ain't gonna do the rest of those topics. I'm gonna save it. Love for you guys, man. It's hot out here. Hot. Love for you guys for rocking with your boy. Keep it going. Have an amazing day. I know I will. And get it in.